National Football League, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Browns and the Dolphins, and it comes your way next.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by the former Colorado Buffalo, their rookie quarterback.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about himself right now because he's coming off of a strong performance in their team's win last week. And you can just tell, even early in his rookie season, he's starting to get really comfortable out there, and things are starting to fall into place. In fact, in talking to the rival defensive coordinator, the team he's facing this week, he told me this young man's starting to get it.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. They'll set up to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. You talk about this Miami defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
The secret to his game and his success? Incredible chemistry with each and every one of the guys who catches passes with him. And not only does he ask them to stay after practice or meet it before practice, he actually demands it because he knows if they have that kind of chemistry built up, they're going to be hard to beat each and every ball game.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Couple of Alabama guys there, Tua to Waddle for the Miami first.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Here's Tua. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Washington with a catch, middle of the field. And he'll take this into the end zone for the Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 82 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. You talk about this Miami defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On the ground, it's Ford. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. In motion, the tight end.
Right back to Achane on second down.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
So on fourth down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins.
He'll take it at the 42. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw here.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now back to throw.
Out quickly to Judy.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw again.
This is the tight end, Njoku.
A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Right back to Njoku.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. As they've got it as we resume action. They'll look to throw again.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Cleveland offense making their way out. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter, you get points on the board.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ford. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll drop the throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Open man, Westbrook-Akine.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Browns' 27-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
And Hill is going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll be brought down just outside the red zone. Mark him at the 21.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Hill going to go in motion right.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua.
Tyreek Hill's got another one.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa under pressure, and they got to him again.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Sanders' kick is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're going to look to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Ford. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%. 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns.
So the 3rd drives the charm. They are on the board, albeit with just a field goal.
Yeah, 3 points from 3 drives. That's not going to win you a whole lot of football games. Hopefully the fact they were able to move the ball a little bit can wake up their offense.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 26. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And the tight end goes in motion left. Tua going to throw.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for this with Wright.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. Taken down at the 42.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Here's Tua. And this is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Tua sets up to pass it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. The Browns offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Over the middle, complete. It's Ford. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Back to throw.
Caught by Woods.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Back to throw again. And he's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Back to throw here. And it's caught.
Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in, as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up first and 10
at the 31-yard line. First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
3rd and 8.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Looking to pass. Tua. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns offense and their quarterback ready to go once more.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 9.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 15. And the Browns 1st down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now a toss here, short side. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's 4th. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Throw caught by Achane.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Tua to throw again. That one complete to Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Now Tua. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he comes back with one complete.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Open man, Westbrook Akine.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Browns' 44-yard line.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Throw left side complete. That's right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good for another Miami Dolphin. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. To throw again on 2nd down.
Tua.
No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, it's Tua. On target over the middle to Hill.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
That's another Dolphins 1st down.
They'll drop to throw. Complete to right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 4-yard line.
Achane on the counter.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have.
The Browns drive about to get started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Browns.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 2nd and 6. He finds his man complete. It's Ford. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. They'll set up a throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
2nd down and 6 now.
They'll look to throw again.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This offense so far on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Flushed out right. The ball comes out.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want them to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second one, though, they strip it loose.
That's complete to Bell over the middle.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They run with Ford. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
2nd and 9.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. The quick slant caught.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Jerome Ford, his first rushing touchdown on the year.
They'll try and throw for it.
And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skill.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Devon Achane.
71 yards.
And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they open the lead up now to 25. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So now out comes this offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and run for it. He stiff arms him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Second and 11. Throw out wide is incomplete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Here's Achane to start the drive. Still going inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Dolphins have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's 4th. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
And that's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Up the middle, Achane.
And some space here.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Dolphins first down. First and 10.
On first down, back to Achane.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball.